Have you ever had a place or certain activities that you stopped yourself from doing simply because there's either a person or certain events that just remind you of certain memories that you'd rather forget? Yeah, so those are the fears that I wanted to conquer in today's video. So I figured by doing that, I could help motivate you guys to also conquer your fears, because screw it, honestly, we have one life, and if we live it in a constant state of fear, we're not going to enjoy ourselves, and we're not gonna have the freedom that we deserve. So join me as I embark on a journey to conquer my fears. But before that, join me for a little segment of a random piece of a vlog that I just happen to not put into any other video. So, see you guys in a second. Good morning, everybody. I am extremely hungover. Oh my god, there's still like makeup on my eye. My sister and I went out and oh my god, I don't know. Canadian girls, when they want a club in Canada, are a different species. Let me just say that. But actually, you know what? It was not like terribly cold. It was actually like, it was not that bad. I'm just trying to get some food in me so I can sleep. I only got like 6 hours of sleep. I'm gonna sleep a little bit more because my friend Reese is gonna come over and fix my PC today, and my sister's coming over, and then we're gonna go do an escape room. I figured you guys could spend the day with me hungover. I don't know, that's probably what I'm gonna call this video. So let me know if you guys like shawarma, because like low-key
Okay, so we did some damage control. This is gonna go. And then I'm gonna get a new one, which is like not gonna really match that, but it's one step ahead to like what the vision is.
A few moments later.
That looks so cool! Oh my god. Alright guys, I had this video card for like 5 million years. So we're finally gonna be putting it in there, or in this one. And then this is what we're working with. It's a big mess, but that's okay. Here's Reese here.
Hello. Doing my best. It's
You've
good
probably seen him in my other vlog, or at least his hands in
I
it.
hope you don't recognize me.
Yes, you tell it. You tell it. Cake batter.
I suddenly don't want to help anymore. If you do, you have a problem.
You heard it, guys.
More than I do.
Cancelled. All of you guys are cancelled if you know who he is.
Do you even know what hardware it is?
Graphics card? Or no?
Model. Yes, it's a graphics card.
Graphics card. The graphics card model. Okay, here. Before I break it. Beautiful. Yes.
That card is more powerful than anything else you have in here.
Did you hear that, guys? Hallelujah.
So the reason this segment did not make it into any of the vlogs is because we found out that the motherboard was not compatible with any of the parts that I had, unfortunately, and the PC case itself was a gift from my friend Reese for my birthday, so it was a matter of us just praying that the parts would work together, but we're still troubleshooting what is happening. So unfortunately I won't have my PC for a while, but until we figure that out, I am still currently using my old one. But hopefully soon we'll be able to figure that out, and of course I will vlog it for you guys, so whenever that happens you will know. Yeah, it's so unfortunate, but yeah, I guess on to the next clip, so let's go. Hello! Okay, so today I decided I'm gonna go to my old high school to go see what the concert's like. Apparently they won gold. So I was like, oh, I need to check them out, especially now that my parents are moving. I'm like, dude, I need to go before I have no excuse to be in that town anymore. I'm actually like kind of nervous. I just finished getting ready. I'm like running late, but yeah, but yeah, I am a little nervous because I don't know if I'm gonna see people from my high school experience or if I'm gonna see teachers and they're not gonna recognize me. Like my one music teacher, who I think is just the most talented person I've ever met. I don't know, we'll see, because I look a lot different than I did in high school, okay? And I feel like I have a lot more confidence, and I also dress very differently. But yeah, this is the fit. In case you can't see, it's really hard to see anything because my mirror is so low. Also gonna be matching it with this bag here. Good news, guys, I made it in. It feels so weird being here. But
yeah, I'm like really excited to see what's gonna go on. I did see a couple people that I actually used to be in choir with, so that was cool. Yeah, it's weird. Everybody's grown up now.
So leading up to this point, it kind of felt like a huge milestone for me to go back to my old high school, mostly just because I didn't exactly leave the place on good terms, and by that I mean I did graduate, I just didn't really have the best connections with everyone as I left. Some friendship drama happened, stuff that extended beyond friendship drama that I probably should not talk about, but the point is, it was really hard for me mentally to actually show up to a place where I might run into certain people or remember certain things that happened. And for me, I figured this was a good catalyst for me to keep moving mountains in my life. That has been kind of the main journey of this year, is to move mountains as much as possible and to grow. And I feel like part of growing means facing the things that you once feared. And going to my old high school to see the concerts, the most beloved things I used to adore going to, being able to be in a space that I once loved, it was honestly a very bittersweet experience. It was both nostalgic in so many ways and also kind of sad that I didn't come back for so many years because of certain things that have happened. But I guess this is your sign to face those fears and go back to the places that you love and be fearless, okay? You shouldn't let certain factors dictate whether or not you get to experience certain things in life, and I'm saying that as someone who has been wanting to go back for so many years now and finally got the courage to do it, and I don't regret a single thing. It was actually not that bad. So after the concert, I decided to go to a store and buy some snacks because your girl was so hungry, let me just say. And I just took a little stroll and took in the town that I once knew. I stopped at McDonald's and I got myself some food because, like I said, I was hungry, okay? I got a flurry, I got some fries. Okay, yeah, I don't know how long this segment's gonna go, so come on, let's get to the next clip.
That was an experience. I'll just say that. This is a video to remind you that your fears might be true, but it doesn't mean that you shouldn't face them. If there's anything to learn from that experience, I guess it's that. I just did my makeup because I filmed a bunch of reels. I made a very, very integral, important business purchase. I finally got something I can make digital art on. Shout out to the girl, Caitlin, who sold this to me for $400. It came with a pen too, and a case that holds the pen. I can finally start making digital art and turning my sketches into actual products. So I just want to say thank you everybody watching, and thank you God for providing, and the universe for letting things balance out. You know, I know that good always comes after bad, and it's so hard to remain faithful in the hard times, but I knew things would look up, because the only way to go from rock bottom is up. And it's safe to say that even though things are starting to look up, I'm not quitting. Things are going up, and I promise that they will keep going up. Higher than we could even fathom. I'm gonna make it happen. Anyways, I want to take a second to just kind of like set this up with you guys, because I feel like this is such a huge thing happening, and I finally get to reap what I've sowed. The amount of hours and double shifts and taking time off work to help my parents move, and drawing and continuously doing things in my free time despite wanting to just sit down and melt and let myself burn out. You know,
you guys, if you've been watching my channel or watched my Instagram content, you would know that I am such an advocate for not letting yourself burn out. I think you should have a good balance between work and life and relaxation. However, I feel like I was at a point in my life where I couldn't relax, like relaxing was just not an option. Going and fighting past the burnout, that is probably the hardest part about everything. This thing's asking me to set up so many things. Legend has it, I've never actually had an iPad before. I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who's been supporting my journey so far. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for your continuous support, your likes, your comments, your interactions with each other and with the community that I've been slowly building. I'm beyond thankful to even be in a position like this. And you know what's crazy is I feel like a couple years ago I couldn't, like this right now would have been the dream spot to be in. I didn't think I could ever be here, and I feel like I'm just getting started, yeah, but I think that's when we gotta take time to look back at everything we've accomplished and realize that we have done so much. There's been so much that has happened, so much, you know, growing and so much fighting and so much rewiring our brains to help us out for the long run. Everything happens for a reason, and I so indefinitely believe that. Despite the bad things, despite the good things, despite the neutral things, everything aligns for a reason. To get to this point, things had to happen the way they were. And I could just give an example of that is I left school and things didn't work out yet. And maybe they didn't work out yet because I needed to find myself first and give myself that solid footing to understand myself. And I feel like now that I do understand myself so much, I feel so much more grounded and whole as a person that I can handle hard things. You know, if I were to give myself all these hard responsibilities when I was shattered and heartbroken and having such low self-esteem, I feel like I most definitely would have crumbled. This is crazy. It's like asking me to like set up a bunch of stuff. It looks so pretty though. So if you guys are wondering, this is the 9th generation iPad, which is pretty decent. I think that's pretty good for what I'm trying to accomplish. It's compatible with Procreate, which is what I was trying to get. And I like how large it is, so then I have a lot of space to just like draw like as if I'm drawing on actual paper. Do I know anything about digital art? No. But that's why we're gonna learn. And I'm determined to make it work no matter what. It's crazy how I feel like the things that we loved in childhood, the things that we often looked past to pick a more logical or real job, it's crazy how those things come back up in adulthood and everything comes full circle, right? Like when I was younger, I used to love to just create my own stories, create my own characters, and now it's weird because I never would have fathomed that that could be a job for me. Like, obviously in my Delulu mind, yeah. But now that it's like slowly becoming reality and I feel it, like I'm grasping onto it with my entire being, that just feels so surreal. And I couldn't be more excited. And I feel like normally I would stray away and get scared of actually making things happen and success, funny enough, but I you know, like I said, I did a lot of work, I did a lot of growing. I think me now compared to me before, you know, me before, I would have been so just flighty if it came to looking at big numbers, looking at things growing, because I don't know, I guess I was so used to just like losing things that to gain things and to prosper just felt impossible. And you know, when you have that mindset, it's not gonna work out for you. No matter what you try, if your mindset's not in the right direction, no matter how much you fight to go up, if your mind is in the direction of I'm gonna lose things, you're just gonna keep losing things. But if you switch your mindset to I'm gonna succeed, things are gonna work, there can only be going up from here, and I can handle success. I am worthy of success. I deserve success. If you can say those things wholeheartedly and believe them, which is the hardest part, you can say those things, but believing them, yeah, that's the hardest part. And I feel like that is the kicker. That is what you gotta do. So you gotta actually believe in yourself. Also, shout out to this girl. I'm gonna just show her cards on the screen. She's the one who sold me the iPad, and I feel like I
have to thank her in the best way possible because I already know this is gonna be such a crucial thing. I'm gonna get to make my dreams come true because of her. Anyways, I gotta go film a podcast episode with Himiko, so I have to dip for now, but I can feel good things coming.